Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of We Are Legion Live. Tonight we have joining us Aux Incorporated.
Hey, Bill.
How's it going tonight?
Going great. How are you?
Oh, I'm pretty good. Sorry about the delay. If you only knew the time it takes to make this look presentable, you would understand.
No worries at all. I understand.
So why don't we just get started and tell everybody about the Aux Collaborative.
Yeah. So, hey, I'm Galen, originally from Western North Carolina. I'm a young entrepreneur, and we started Aux about a year and a half ago, and things are just now getting rolling to the point where we're getting ready for an exciting launch over this summer. What we're doing is we're creating these music environments between people. So, Bill, say you and I and a couple of friends were having a dinner party or having something. Really anything, we're taking a long drive, whatever it is, music data exists out there everywhere for everybody. Everybody listens to a Spotify, everybody has an Apple Music, whatever it is, streaming service that you use. We're taking that data and we're curating playlists based on the data that you listen to for a group, rather than, the data being curated for these listening environments by people themselves. So rather than you having to take control or pick some random Pandora playlist, what we're able to do is we're able to capture your music data, my music data, and blend it together and create a wonderful listening environment that complements everyone in the space. So I'm very excited to be here because, I know you guys are a music podcast and you talk to a lot of upcoming artists and things like that. So, the paths cross just well.
Yeah, absolutely. So basically what you're doing is, instead of say like Spotify, who has a generic algorithm that just compiles everybody's data all together, and then the algorithm chews it up, spits it out, makes its own playlist and stuff like that. You're kind of doing an individualized algorithm.
Right. So we're taking this whole idea of individualization and we're creating it in the group environment. So, right now there's no streaming service out there at all that provides an ability for people to go in and within a group setting be able to curate and collaborate together live. So you have things like Discover Weekly and your Genius playlist from Apple, and like I said, Discover Weekly from Spotify, where they're looking at what you listen to and they're providing you suggestions. But what we're doing is we're taking a deeper dive into what you listen to and where that kind of branches out. Because music is so it's very full of different data points from genres and artists and albums, and we're taking that and from the individual, and we're using it to cross reference between everyone in the environment to create something, to find this sort of middle ground between everyone that you wouldn't find anywhere else, because it's the world is headed towards curation, where things are being chosen for us using these algorithms like you're speaking of, but we're doing it in the group setting where if you and I got into a car together, we've never met each other, say we're sharing an Uber, we're able to hop on our Aux app immediately and have a playlist curated, using the music that we listen to, and music that that you listen to, and kind of blends those together and finds those commonalities between everybody and really brings people together, and allows you to do that immediately, so that you don't have to worry about selecting a playlist or selecting a song for something. And really the bigger picture is to bring that into businesses where you're walking around with what we call your user signature, which is your phone in your pocket, that you're an Aux user, and as soon as you walk into, say, a cafe that's partnered with us, then your phone starts transmitting to them, and it's able to say, oh, Bill's shown up here at the local cafe. He likes to listen to say you're a big Led Zeppelin fan. Well, that sort of music is going to be integrated into the system, and so as soon as you walk in, then you're having a cup of coffee, all of a sudden you hear your favorite Led Zeppelin song come on over the radio. So we're looking to start with a person to person and move forward into kind of business spaces later on in the application.
Oh, so this is something that's going to be like automatically connect you. You wouldn't have to like you said, if you're sharing an Uber with somebody, you don't really know it, and they don't say, you don't have to go in and manually add. It automatically sees your Aux profile, and it can join them together and creates a kind of playlist. Oh, absolutely, that's outstanding.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, we first started talking about it, I believe, back in January. We started talking about this, and So how is the app coming along? When do you think
Yeah.
you're going to roll out on the app?
So, we've been doing development. We've been partnering with a couple of firms in California. We're based in North Carolina. And we've been working with a couple of firms in North Carolina over the last 6 months, 6 to 8, I'd say. And now we're getting closer to where, I'm able to have my sort of demo on my phone here that I'm able to, we're doing some beta testing, and we're able to, work on the algorithm together. And now we're starting to reach out to people like you, and get in front of people and start getting people excited. But what we're shooting for is to have something out on the App Store by early to midsummer. So, anywhere from the first week of June, into July. And so, hopefully people can start using this on their own, and we can get some feedback from everyone.
Okay. Now, as for like pricing on the app, are you going to have like your standard like free version, and then you can upgrade?
Right. Yeah. So, we're starting off totally free. Really, we just want to create these environments for people. We want to, allow people to go in and link their Spotify account. You have to be a Spotify premium user. And we're looking to do Apple Music as well, which is really exciting because there's no platform also that would allow a Spotify user and an Apple Music user to create to collaborate on the playlist together. And our platform is able to do that. Hopefully, we'll get it out in this version 1 release over the summer, but that's definitely an ultimate goal of ours, is to have this cross compatibility aspect as well. But as far as the pricing from a user coming in, we don't expect anything from anyone. It's a completely free application. We're coming in and we're allowing people to create and collaborate immediately for free.
Now, say you did do that, and say you went to a party and there's 8 to 10 different people in there that have the app on there, and it creates a playlist.
Yeah.
Are you going to have the ability to save that playlist and put it out as a playlist for other people to listen to?
Yeah. So we kind of tackled it as like a live sort of idea where, so imagine you I think a perfect way to explain this is to walk through a use case. So you and I, we show up to this party a little bit late. Everybody's already been going on. The playlist has actually already been created between the people in the party using the Aux app. The beauty of Aux is that we've already gone in and patented this idea of these live playlists where, it's constantly updating. So new people can come in, new people can come out. All that you and I would have to do would be, we would walk in, and we would be able to go look on who's nearby. And, since we're at the event, we're at the space, wherever it is, the barbecue, we're able to walk in and we're able to see, and we're able to join immediately. And then it takes your data and my data, all of our listening preferences, adds it to the mix immediately, reconfigures, and then the next song that's going to be coming out in the playlist list would be, have some of, kind of our taste mixed into it, and the rest of the playlist as well. And then say, you had to leave a little early, you're able to exit that listening session and move on. But to answer your point about being able to save, what we wanted to do was to create these kind of environments where if you and I wanted to listen to music, and we wanted to kind of, see what each other's playlists, what we balance off of each other, we would just immediately go in and create that. And we're not able to save it. But, if you ever want to listen to the music with somebody, you're able to just go in and do it seamlessly. It's, 1, 2, 3 clicks and do it immediately. And that kind of brings me to a very interesting point, is that we've got this idea of this kind of ghost feature or ghost mode where you're able to put your profile out there. And, so the regular mode would be where you have to have an invite, you have to accept that invite, and then you're joined to a party, right? Well, if you enable this kind of ghost mode, you're able to go in as a person and add somebody, and then they don't have to, accept the invite if they have, turned this on. And so this is really exciting. So say, Jay-Z, say LeBron James were to join the platform, later on down the line, and they enable this feature, I myself am able to go in and pair and see what my music tastes and create a playlist with LeBron James or any sort of person of interest who's on the platform. You're able to, kind of like you were to go see their Instagram, you're able to go make a playlist with them seamlessly, immediately, and see what your playlist, see what your playlist with LeBron James would be like, or add LeBron James to your playlist.
That's awesome. So basically, you're creating a site that's just going to make a living playlist, and it just keeps evolving and ever changing to the environment around you and the people around you that have that app. And I think that's an absolutely brilliant idea, because you're going to start maybe listening to other music that you normally wouldn't listen to as you
Right.
get around different people that have different taste in music. And like if you go into any of my personal playlists, they're just scattered everywhere. I mean, I got crap from all different genres just all crammed in there, because that's the way I like music. I listen to everything. So and you're going to find an also quite a bit of indie artists in there, as
Yeah.
more so than you are going to find, say, the stuff that's regularly played on the radio. So I think that's an absolutely brilliant idea. Now, as for anybody that has the app, when you look at the app, say you're listening and someone else's song comes on, and can you look at the app and see what song is being played at the time?
Oh, absolutely. And I mean,
okay,
to talk about this idea of indie music, it's really interesting because we have all this music available to us on Spotify, on Apple Music, on SoundCloud, on all these different listening streaming platforms. There's gigabytes and gigabytes and terabytes of data of just music streaming. And we barely listen to any of it. We listen to maybe the top, 5% of music that's out there. There's so many artists that we have no idea about. And so just like you said, with your music taste being completely scattered, I don't even have playlists. I just have a liked songs. It's about 2,500 songs, and I just shuffle that every time I want to listen to music, So it can get really out of control. And so what we want to do is we look at you, and we look at, we have our AI. It's powered by artificial intelligence. We go in and we want to get to know your music taste better than you might even know it yourself. So we can give you the best recommendations that are possible. And we're able to pull these sort of, indie artists, out from the woodwork that you would never see before and suggest it to you in a playlist, if it matches you perfectly. And so while, that goes in a little bit into the algorithm and the science of everything, yes, exactly. That's what we're really trying to do, is we're trying to shed light on, these parts of the music industry that, are otherwise, in the shadows more often than not.
That is just that completely just blows my mind. That is because especially if you travel a lot. I mean, you go to another country and then you link up with aux users from other countries, then you're already getting a taste of what the locals really like to do, and you're already kind of getting the vibe of what the music scene is like over in a different country just by walking off the plane, and that's incredible. And I would definitely be down to beta test or even try that.
Absolutely.
You just let me know, and
gosh, yeah,
that would be absolutely off the hook.
Yeah. Well, that's really how we kind of came across the idea. That's how we started. Is we said, hey, I just started realizing that I can't figure out what to listen to, and then also when I get in the car, we get halfway down our trip and we still haven't put anything on the radio because we're like, gosh, what are we listening to now? And people also have this sort of innate, like when you're hanging out with people you don't really know necessarily, or you've just met, and you're tasked with the music selection of the evening, then it's up to you, and you're having to put yourself out there. But why not just take the taste of everyone in the room, or take the taste of everyone in the scenario and blend the playlist perfectly that way?
Absolutely, because I mean, even like when you walk into a club and then you go to the next club, it's the same damn songs that they're playing. The club. And then when you go to a bar that doesn't even have a DJ going on,
right?
Same stuff on the damn jukebox.
Exactly.
Exact same stuff.
Exactly.
And that's where I started. I was like, man, there's so much great music out there that people have just never heard of.
Exactly.
And that's why I decided to share it with all the indie music out there, because there's so much more to just music than just what you're used to,
Right.
And when I grew up, I'm like from the 80s and early 90s was my time period growing up, and people back then were just specific. They were pretty genre specific. They were like, I only listen to country, or I only listen to rock, or whatever, and they miss out so much more. For people who absolutely just love music, this is a fantastic idea, and this I think this is just going to change the game completely, because even for people who don't normally listen to indie, they're going to get around people who do, and they're going to get a taste. And they're going to hear some songs that pique their attention, and they're going to be checking that. And
Yeah.
next thing you know, they're going to be downloading them on Spotify or Apple Music, or watching on YouTube and catching shows. And that's what I'm all about, is helping the indie artists get promoted and get their music out there and get heard.
Exactly.
So how many people you got beta testing right now?
Yeah, so we've done, we went through and really redid the way that our app looks. You know, I wish I could show you, but I guess you'll have to check it out for yourself here pretty soon.
Okay.
But yeah, we went in and we really redid a lot of the visual aspects. We had about 250 private beta testers. People really love the way that, like you said, it's generating new content for you. Because, you know, we find ourselves getting stuck often in these kind of same little you know, ruts of listening. I'm sure you're exposed to a lot more music than the average person, you know, as
just a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. And so what we're trying to do is bring that same experience that, you know, you get, and you're so lucky to get on this podcast, into everybody's life. And so people really fixated on that when we were doing beta testing, and that idea of, you know, I can't find out what to listen to. I don't really love these algorithms that, you know, Spotify are giving me. It's giving me a lot of random stuff. It's not really understanding what I like. Why don't I just blend myself with my best friends and see what our music tastes? Because, I mean, music is such a personal thing. It's such an emotional thing. You know, not everybody, you might not necessarily understand, you know, or hear every day your friend's favorite song or your mom's favorite song or whoever it is. But as soon as you hop on this platform, people are able to then go in and really, you know, kind of take a look into everybody else's life, and it really opens everybody up, and it really brings people together. And who knows, your friend's, you know, new favorite song might be, you know, might be yours as well, if you just had the chance to see what it is, or the person sitting next to you on the bus who you've never even spoken to before, you know. So
well, I've always lived under the theory that I can listen to someone's playlist and tell you more about a person than I can probably knowing them for 5 to 10 years,
right,
friendly level, because the music will tell you so much about the person, how their life has been, and you can just, I mean, if you could take the songs that people have listened to at different points of their life, you basically tell the whole story of their life.
Exactly.
I think this is absolutely a no-brainer if you're dating somebody,
right?
That you're going to learn so much. You're going to learn so much more about them, like on a first date, just songs that they listen to, and than you would just by sitting there having casual conversations over cocktails, you know.
Exactly.
Or coffee.
Yeah, and that's a really interesting point, as well as you don't really think about, you know, all these social media platforms have allowed people, like, you know, all these, you know, giant multinational, you know, big people of interest, like, you know, Cristiano Ronaldo, you've got Beyonce, all these people, you're able to look into their lives a little bit more, right? But what I kind of found is that once you go to, you know, say you go to Beyonce's Spotify, if I go to your Spotify personally, I'm able to see the playlist that you've created. I'm able to see the music that you are actively listening to, you know. But if you go to all these, you know, these celebrities, these big artists, small artists, you're not able to really see the music that they're listening to. You're able to see the music that they're putting out for you to listen to from them. But there's a whole other personal side to people that we're not.
Yeah, because they have an image that they have to uphold.
Right.
They have their public image, and they also have the private image.
Right.
I think this gives you a deeper dive into how someone's thinking and feeling,
right,
as on a personal level, as more as than on the public level, which
exactly
is just completely crazy, and it's outstanding. I mean, and if you need a more broader scale for beta testing of this from different parts of the country or even around the world, you let me know, because I right now we got people in Boston, we got people in Australia, we got people in Oklahoma,
absolutely,
Tennessee, all listening in right now on this. So I have kind of a global reach with my audience, and I think this is just a complete game changer for people because we do so much of our lives living online these days.
Exactly.
Even though this is an app that goes on your phone and it goes along with the online stuff, it also allows you to dive deeper into a person's state of mind and really get to know somebody because yeah, I mean, you could be around somebody for years and never know what their favorite songs are. But you're sitting there and you hear a song come on and you're like, well, I know this isn't mine. So you start, it brings up conversations. So it's going to help you make friends and everything else. It's way amazing. And
well, I think it would be perfect for us once we get, everything up and running to where we can take users from anywhere. And it's not just like, we're able to, share it via link to private beta testers. I think I would love to, maybe hop back on and send you, and get all of your listeners on and able to hear what people have to say. I mean, that is
absolutely
feedback. I mean, we could ever imagine.
Okay. My next question is, so when you do release the app, are you going to do it start like regional, or are you just going to go full on out and we're releasing?
Yeah. So I think this is kind of funny, since, we can kind of talk about it. It's not been formalized at all, but I think we've got this whole marketing strategy around, just getting it out, obviously as quickly as possible, completely in the United States. And I mean, I don't see there being any issue with doing it internationally. We haven't looked at that from a legal perspective, but I don't see any issue immediately. I don't see that there would be a problem there. But the whole idea is just to kind of create a buzz immediately and release it and try and scale it, as big as possible, so we can get as many people, interacting with each other, off the bat, right? To maximize the kind of the way that this would work is to have the largest amount of people, the largest amount of listeners, at one time. So really what we're trying to do, this is my first podcast I've been on as Aux, and so I'm very honored that you had us. We're hopping on another one tomorrow. Just kind of spreading the word, but it's really exciting that WeareLegion was our first that we've ever done. So that's really cool as well. You guys. So, but yeah, we're releasing it, trying to get it out as fast as possible. We're getting partnerships with some trying to get some partnerships with some larger artists to kind of promote it and to join up. So that they can interact with their fans. Because I mean, really the goal is to have, people like, personally, I'm a big Mount Joy fan. I love Mount Joy, and to have Mount Joy, to be able to say, hey, come make a playlist with me. I'm going to hop on. I'm going to create a lobby. Let's have a couple fans come make a playlist, and let's see what all of our, I'd love to see what my fans' music, taste blends with mine, and we can all, listen to that together. So really we're trying to, partner. Our marketing team is doing a phenomenal job partnering with different people in the next coming months and some artists to try and get the word out. But yeah, so that's going to be around June, July-ish, as I said before, hopefully as we can get out there. And I'm really going to take it upon myself to kind of go around to different places and get people creating these, because I want to see it for myself. I want to see, I've spent the whole year and a half, developing this thing. I'd love to go out and go in the public and say, hey, people, download this and make a playlist with me. Let's meet each other. It's kind of it's an interesting icebreaker. Music has so much, it says so much about you, and it says so much about, other people. And, there's no reason why we shouldn't all be listening together all the time. There's no reason why, we should be listening to some generic random radio when I'm having a coffee with my friends. Why not use the playlists of the people, is what I like to say.
Yeah, I believe this is like a no-brainer. Have you tried scaling this like on a business level?
So the whole idea from a business perspective is initially to go out and get as large of a user base as we can. Because if you went into a Starbucks and they had create an aux playlist, we wouldn't want just 2 or 3 people within the Starbucks to be controlling the atmosphere of everyone, right? So the idea is to first get as many people, as nationwide as we can on the application and using the application, so that then when we introduce that business component, hopefully we're going to try and do this from small businesses first. We're not going to go into any large chains like, Starbucks or anything off the bat to do, testing and grow that out like we have grown out our person-to-person interactions. But the idea there is to, get a larger group of people across the states. Hopefully every listening scenario where you're not listening by yourself on your headphones is an Aux scenario one day, an Aux listening environment. But we want to do that first so that we have that base to then go into the business point. And, it's not just businesses. It's your work environments, right? Yeah. So we're sitting at the office and, everybody's listening in the break room. You're at a car mechanic. All the mechanics, are able to go in and listen together while they're fixing their cars. Really, I just envision a world where, people take more control, and we're taking the radio and we're throwing it out the window. We're saying, let's have our own radio that's more personalized to us. We're putting people on the moon. We'll be putting people on Mars pretty soon. Why can't we have our own, music taste and radio that's based on us, rather than just. Yeah,
because I absolutely can see this being on a business level scaled, and like at the gym, or say the supermarket where you go in, you automatically, your music's already uploaded into the system, and you're listening to it while you're working out or while you're shopping, and you don't even have to really do anything, just walk into the building, and I think this is a phenomenal idea. I'm really excited. Why don't we take a break and let you tell everybody right now where they can find you on all your social media and stuff.
Yeah.
And that way they can check it out on their own.
Absolutely. So we've recently reincorporated as Aux Incorporated. You may have, when you started talking to us, we were Aux Collaborative. We were in LLC, and we've gotten a little bit, stronger in our. So we're Aux Incorporated. You can find us on Instagram if you look up Aux Inc. I'm pretty sure if you look up, Aux Collaborative, maybe like that. And currently we are updating our website. That website is auxtunes.com. If you look at it right now, it's going to be a lot different in about a week. We have a web design team that we've just put on, and you're able to go look at that. And so, have a look. I'm also updating our the video for our video demo. I've got a video demo in the on the website currently, but it looks absolutely nothing like our new redesigned application. So that's going to be all up within the next week, and we're very excited about that. So auxtune.com, Aux playlist on Twitter, exactly. Go check it out, and stay with us through this journey. And obviously our marketing team, we're very excited. 30 days out from launch, we're going to start a kind of a launch program where we take everybody through everything that we've done, what the future looks like, and you guys you're hearing it first out of anybody on a public stage, which is exciting. And so our marketing team is going to kind of create this new ideas within 30 days of launch of a new campaign there. But go check it out. Things are going to be changing a bit there, so I hope we can keep up with that. But very, very excited. So auxtunes.com and Aux Inc. on Instagram, I believe.
Well, my mind is completely blown by this whole idea, and I thank you for coming on and sharing it. And not only that, but sharing it first live.
Yeah, with WeareLegion
on this this podcast is just completely. It's kind of made me humbles me and speechless. But because I'm super excited, I'm ready to get this downloaded and start testing it out, because I think it's going to be an absolutely amazing tool, and that is going to completely change how people just listen to music from now on.
I couldn't have said it better myself, honestly. Well, great.
And like you said, even like if you're going on a road trip, you don't even have to argue on which radio station to play. You just plug in the auxiliary cable, and boom, your playlist is already made, and everybody's happy. You get a taste of everybody's music along the way. Yep.
We
playlist. And you're never more than a couple of songs away from your specific type of music. So this is just, I think this is going to be a complete game changer, and it's going to open up a lot of people's minds to the different types of music and stuff that is out there available. And because especially if you live in like a city that's diversified, you're going to get a lot of diversified music that you probably never even heard of, and you're going to find that you're going to like a lot more than just, I like only oldies rock. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
Yeah.
if you're a music lover, I mean, take time to listen to the music and enjoy the music. Just like we were talking about earlier, you can learn so much about somebody by the type of music that they choose to listen to, or at any given time, you know.
And now we're letting you do that within seconds, rather than
you're basically what you're doing is you're giving me permission to read other people's minds.
Yeah.
I never even have to talk to them, and I already know more about them than I probably could in a week's worth of conversations if we were stuck in a room together, you know, for the whole week. So it's basically you just giving people that really know music and actually listen to music, and not just hear the music, but they listen to it. You've given them a chance to read other people's minds and get really deep in there. And
we really want to connect people. That's all we're doing. You know, we don't want to break down barriers, allow people to exactly.
I can't think of any other way to better connect people than through the type of music that they listen to.
Right.
Because music is really the heart of life, and
absolutely.
And so this is I mean, now we've even got more people on here. We got Arizona joining us. So yeah, I got people all over the country, all over the world that really, once they go back and they kind of watch this episode, if they didn't watch it live, they go back and watch the episode and kind of digest all that we've
absolutely
to them about. They're gonna be like, oh, wait a minute, whoa, this is absolutely brilliant.
Right. Well, I'm very much looking forward to circling back with you, you know, now when we're closer to the point where we're launching and having all these amazing people who are watching right now, have them able to go in and interact with each other and look each other up. And, you know, if you put your profile out there, you know, they can look up, you know, I wonder what Bill likes to listen to, and go in and check it and start a playlist with you know, rather your listeners can have even a better, you know, understanding and you know, better experience with that as well. So I'm very excited to double back, you know, and maybe in a month or so and finally get you guys a product to have people checking it out.
Absolutely. You're more than welcome to come back anytime on the show. And you just let me know, just DM me like we have been, and we will get you, I will make room for you, because I believe this is so important to get out there and get trying that I'll actually bump people to say, hey, I'm sorry, we're gonna have to do this a different night. I got something. We got a big announcement going on, and it's a big deal. I mean, I could probably sit here and talk to you all night about this.
Right.
But right now. You said you're still beta testing.
Exactly.
There's so much information that you can put out. I do look forward to you coming back on and giving us more information and letting us know when we can get on and download it ourselves to
absolutely
to everybody. Because I mean, not only do we have different parts of the country, we got different types of music that are listening right now. We got an actress from Boston, and we got a singer from Australia. We got one from Arizona. We got I think Mike just left 3 Mind Blight, but he's a very talented guy. He's done a lot of good collabs and stuff, and he's also a producer. So
Yeah.
different types of people, and all of them are very, very good people to have in your corner supporting you. I mean, they've helped me grow tremendously, especially on Twitter, um, just by being so they're doing their support that they do.
Yeah.
So,
Well, great. Well, yeah, I guess I will. We can circle back soon, and I hope everybody. I hope everybody kind of has a better understanding of what we're trying to do. I know some of your listeners had followed us before, which is really exciting, as well. So yeah, I will hit you back here, before too long with another DM, and we can schedule something and get
yeah, I mean,
going, man.
that's outstanding, and I will do everything I can to help promote this. We just need to know, as closer we get, the more confirmed dates that we get.
Yeah.
Sorry, I saw one. I got Mike's comments. It says, "I'm so confused," but he was talking to our friend Stacy.
Yeah.
Decided who was leaving and who's not leaving.
Well, great.
It's a brilliant idea, and the more, I mean, if you want to do like a monthly check-in and give us a rundown on how much you are where you're at in the process, and how to get how close we are to actual release. I mean, I'm cool with that as well. So whatever you want to do, and I think this is going to be just completely. I think it's going to grow way bigger and faster than you think. It's a brilliant idea. So. And I will send you the link to this tomorrow whenever it posts. To after I do the editing and stuff of it, and that way you can share it however you want to. But I think the more people that get in there and watch this and kind of digest what we've talked about, the more excited they're going to be about this, especially the independent artists that I help out. They're really going to be excited about.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm excited for everybody to be able to go within the next day or so. I'm working very hard on getting those videos updated and the demos updated, so you can see. We've talked about this for the last 40 minutes or so, and you can actually see what this looks like, and as a person, and see what it'll be, and check out our websites and all of our information. But that would be so awesome. Check in soon with us, and I would love to hop back on later on, and we can see where this thing goes.
Okay. What's the website again?
It's AUXTUNES, Aux Tunes. I don't know if I can comment. I would throw it in the comments, but I'm not sure I can.
And it's just .com?
.com.
Okay.
Yep.
That's the website. Everybody, go please check it out. I'm gonna drop this link tomorrow again, so everybody can share it out, because I think this is important for everybody to get this out. So when it does release, we can get as many people as possible from the get-go on this app, and the more people that are gonna join, the more successful it's gonna be.
Right. And I'll work over tonight. I've got all the parts almost ready to get that new demo out there, so you can see. I'm super excited about what the app actually looks like. So you guys can all check it out tonight before you drop it.
Absolutely. This is just incredible, and I'm glad you came on here and shared this with us tonight. Like I said, anytime you want to come back on, you're more than welcome to come back on. I'm really excited to help get this promoted.
Great.
And, it's going to be huge.
Thank you, Bill. I really appreciate you having me.
I'm glad you decided to come on here and do this. I mean, I'm glad you kept up with me, because, like I said, we originally started talking about this in January, and then it kind of got pushed back a little bit and a little bit more, and then you connected back with me, and I was like, oh yeah, I almost completely forgot about this. And, I'm glad you reached back out, and
I am too.
It's super. Is there anything else you would like to say before we end this tonight?
I am all good. Check out the website, and tomorrow, hopefully, the new demo video will be up. You guys can really see what it looks like, and I'm super excited.
All right. Well, thank you again, Galen, for coming on. DM me and let me know whenever you want to come back and give us an update. And we will talk to you later. You have a good night.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.
All right, everybody. I hope that I mean, we kind of went fast and furious through that. I hope you grasped the concept of what he was trying to say. If not, please go back and rewatch the video again at your leisure. This is a huge step forward, and I think it's going to be extremely great for independent artists once this app releases, and it's going to really, like I said, give you an insight into somebody without ever actually even talking to them, especially if you're a fan of music. You're going to get to really know a person before you even talk to them. So this is something I completely find fascinating, and I hope you all do as well. Thank you all for coming out tonight, and hope you hit the like button on the way out. If you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe and set those notifications to on. Let me check. I can't remember if we got another show quite this week or not. Actually, I think I got one on Friday. I'm gonna have to go in and look at my DMs, but I believe I have one on Friday. If I didn't lose it. Mm-hmm. Yes, we have one on Friday at 8:30 Central Time with at Jack Gill Music One. So please join us on Friday, and we will all see you then. Thank you all again for coming out. Have a good evening.